Hi guys, I'm Verity Smith and I was Ents Capital's Actor of the Month in October. Thank you guys. I have been asked by the guys at Ents Capital to record a video for you to just go over the interview questions that we did sort of face to face really. So it's kind of strange, there's not actually an interviewer here. I've got all the questions on my phone, so I'm just going to get that to help. Yeah, first question is, when did I discover my love for performing? So if you ask my mum, which I wouldn't suggest you necessarily do, but she probably is my biggest fan, I started performing when I was about 4, basically, if not younger. I was always singing and dancing, always naked. Luckily, I've grown out of that, so that's good. I don't think I'd get very many people at my shows if I did them with no clothes on. Anyway, but the first time I think my mum mentioned that I performed was they were on holiday, mum and dad, me, before my little brother came along and ruined everything. No, he's lovely, honestly. Yeah, we were on holiday and mum and dad were having some dinner and they were like, hang on a minute, where's Verity? She's gone missing somewhere. And it transpired that I was in the room next door because there was some music playing, and I decided to put on an impromptu performance for the rest of the diners of singing and dancing, what I used to call my Fifi outfit, which was kind of any sort of floaty dress that I had to wear. So there I was dancing around in my Fifi outfit. That sounds awful, but I don't mean it like that, despite the fact that I have already mentioned the nudity problem. Anyway, I will move on from that very quickly. Dancing around and singing, and luckily I think the diners quite enjoyed it, so that was my first performance. Professionally, not professionally, but the first one certainly to an audience. I mean, I was always in school plays and stuff and singing in the choir and doing lots of things, school competitions and stuff, but I didn't actually do any professional performing until I hit my 30s, so yes, probably shouldn't say how old I am, but anyway. Yeah, so I sort of decided when I hit 30 that I really wanted to make a go of singing, and I wanted to move forward and do stuff with my life that I really had a lot of passion in, and so I just started concentrating on it, started going to vocal lessons, and really just wanted to move forward into singing professionally. And I think every month since then, every step since then has been, you know, something a bit better. Yeah, so it's been pretty good. So I think the next question is about my band. So yeah, I perform not only solo, but I also perform in bands and as part of theatre shows and stuff as well. So I'm part of a Blues Brothers tribute act called the Joliet Blues Band, and we do a lot of stuff at festivals and around the UK in theatres and stuff like that, and I sing all of the Aretha Franklin songs there, so that's really, really fun because the band are amazing. It's a proper 12-piece band. We've got a brass section and everything. The 2 guys that play the Blues Brothers are just hilarious and they're amazing. And the best thing about it is that my dad is the band manager, so I didn't have to sleep with him to get in the band. That was probably potentially a little bit too far, but anyway. Yeah, so it's really, really fun, and it's nice because it means that I get to do something with my dad and that we've got something in common that we can share, which is really important to me. Family is just really, really important to me, so the fact that he's there is great. And also my boyfriend, for my sins, is the sax player in that band, and so he has to sort of keep an eye on me and make sure that I, you know, don't get too overexcited and run around and break things or break myself or anything like that. So he has been referred to as my handler on more than one occasion, which makes me sound like I'm an absolute nightmare, but I'm really very lovely and not a pain in the ass at all, honestly. So anyway, yeah, so I love that band. I also perform as part of company called Camorra, and Camorra is run by a really clever man called Clive Nolan, who is sort of a part of the prog rock scene, and he's written a lot of musicals that we go and perform overseas. So we've been to France and Holland and Germany performing these, and we also put them on in the UK. We had a couple of years ago a short stint off West End putting on one of the shows. He's writing 2 more at the moment. And we're going to be putting on those probably next year, but we're going to be recording CDs for them this year, so that's really exciting. So there's going to be CDs coming out. Also, I'm at the moment a member of quite a big prog rock band called Pendragon, and we're going on a tour around Europe in May this year. So that's going to be awesome because we're living on a tour bus, living the dream, proper rock star. It's going to be absolutely awesome. We're just kind of going through rehearsals at the moment, and my life is like their lyrics and just trying to learn all the music so I know it well enough to be able to sing it. And it's really diverse because it's everything from singing opera all the way through to kind of soul type stuff and oohs and ahs and, you know, chanting. I mean, it's really diverse. It's absolutely awesome. So that's going to be brilliant fun. And like I said, we're going all over Europe with that, so that's going to be just amazing as well. Do I prefer singing in a band or singing solo? I mean, obviously if you're singing solo, you're kind of the focus of attention, which is always nice, but I prefer singing in a band because you've got other people around you and you can bounce off them, and it's just so much fun being part of a team. And it sounds really lame, but it's really just an amazing thing being part of a band. Similarly with the theatre stuff, really, because you've got so many other people on the stage with you that you can sort of just play with and be part of what you're doing, which is really cool. I've done some improvised stand-up stuff before, which is quite different, and that was awesome. I kind of tried for a bit to do some solo stand-up comedy, but I just preferred being part of a group and having lots of other people that you could bounce ideas off of. And I don't know, it just that's something about that group mentality is really nice, that you're all there together and everyone sort of looks after you and it becomes like a family. I mean, like the Camorra guys, the Blues Brothers band, Joliet Blues Band, we're all like a family and everyone looks after each other and everyone's always there for each other, you know. And it's not just a transitory thing. It feels like we're all there to support each other all the way through everyone's careers. So it's really nice. Oh, okay. Any secrets? Oh, that's an interesting one. So with the Blues Brothers band, my dad loves telling the story of this one time when we were at an arts centre somewhere in Wiltshire. I can't quite remember where it was, and really sweet little venue, nice kind of theatre venue, and we were doing our line checks and everything, and we all got there quite late because the traffic had been a nightmare and we'd all got stuck and it had just taken forever. So we had about 30 minutes basically to get everything sorted, and we're there and I might not have been in the best of moods because we'd been travelling for such a long time and I was so stressed about whether we were going to get there or not, and there might have been some swearing in, some quite bad swearing in the sound check, and as the quite bad swearing was going on, the lady from the foyer came through just to inform us that people were arriving and they could actually hear what we were saying. So that was probably not one of my finest moments, but certainly something that my dad and also the rest of the Blues Brothers band really reminding me and anyone that will listen of. So thanks for that, guys. Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember you wanted to know about my favourite performance. Oh yeah, that's really easy. We, with the Blues Brothers band, Joliet Blues Band, sorry, I should call it the proper name, have performed at this awesome festival called Glaston Budget, which is like a tribute band festival, and it's just a blast. It's really fun, and we performed there one year in the big top tent, and there was 6,000 people there, and it was just a complete buzz. It was the most fun I have ever had on stage. Everybody was singing along and they were all loving it, and it was amazing. You look out and there were just all these people waving their hands and they all looked so happy, and it was what performing is all about. It's all about putting that happiness across and making people feel stuff, and just they're there with you and they're on a journey, and that is what I love. I love that about performing. I love that about my job, and I would never want to do anything else in the world. I'm just so glad that I made this decision to move forward with it, because getting over the fear that I had was actually a really big thing for me. So yeah, it wasn't even fear of performance, it was just fear of failure. So I guess, you know, it's moving forward and I'm doing all right. So I'm pretty happy with that. I don't know whether there's anything else to say, so I'm going to leave it here because you're probably bored. I'm Verity Smith, and my website is veritysmith.net, which I will try and put somewhere along here-ish. And obviously please check out the guys at Ents Capital. They're really awesome, great promotional site for all of us kind of musical types. And if you want to check out our Blues Brothers band, it's Joliet Blues Band, and Camorra is the theatre company that I'm a part of. We'd love you to have a look at that too. Also, obviously, Pendragon. I'm touring with Pendragon through May, so please check out them as well. And you know, look me up on Facebook, Instagram, VBear. I am a social network whore, so not literally. So I would love you to get in touch and follow me, and yeah, just stay in touch and have fun and just be happy, because life's too short not to be. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.